Good evening, everybody. My pleasure to welcome you all to this facility management training session. I'm excited to have all of you here with us. I'm going to just tell you a little bit of who I am, what we do in Max-migold, and why we do what we do for a few minutes, and then we'll run into this topic immediately. Please, if you join the call, kindly stay muted. There will be no opportunity for speaking back, so you all be permanently muted. If you need to send a word across to the organizers, to myself, please type in the chat box. Just type your statement or your comment in the chat box. So stay permanently muted so that we can be focused throughout the period of this session, okay? My name is Paul Erubami. Like I said before, I am a facility management professional. I started out in tech and worked for several organizations across Nigeria and across Africa as well. And then I, in the process of 25 years of being involved in the built environment, I have I've worked as an in-house facility management professional or manager where I controlled budgets and awarded contracts and managed all of that. I've worked from the contracting side. I've also earned all of the qualifications in facility management. When I say all, I mean all. So beyond my first degree in architecture, I have a master's in industrial engineering and operations management from the UK. I also have the Facility Management Professional Certification from IFMA, the Sustainability Facility Professional from IFMA, and the Certified Facility Manager, which is the only globally recognized certification in facility management, also from IFMA. I'm a Chartered Facility Management Surveyor from the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, RICS, and also a certified member of the Institute of Workplace and Facility Management, which is formerly British Institute of Facility Management, BIFM, now IWFM. I'm qualified to teach all of the FM certifications and credentials from IFMA. So if you come across me in a class, in a session like this, please be rest assured that you're going to get one of the highest grade of teaching, not only from professional qualifications and experience in the FM industry, because I've worked in oil and gas, telecoms, non-profit and profit organizations, but also from being licensed to teach those qualifications. So if you want to become a certified facility manager, I can also train you under the auspices of the International Facility Management Association. I also lecture as an adjunct lecturer in the master's degree program in the University of Lagos. So people who go through that program also experience me teaching the same concept I'm going to be teaching you. So basically, what I'm trying to let you know is you're in this class today. It is free. You're hearing from someone who's globally qualified or certified in all the areas of facility management, who teaches all these certifications and also teaches in the master's degree and highly experienced in facility management, okay? But in addition to that, you are going to be challenged to explore areas of facility management that you will find interesting to you. Most people, even though they are coming into facility management or just getting to hear about facility management for the first time, will find that they've been doing something in their lives, in their careers, in their hobbies that relates to facility management, because it is an engagement, a profession that helps to manage human existence in itself. And I'm going to look at that during the program. I am the CEO, Managing Director of Max-migold Limited. Max-migold Limited is a facility management solutions provider. We provide management for organizations, for their facilities. We provide technology, Internet of Things, softwares, and all forms of technologies, build information modeling, and everything, BIM you hear every day. We provide those solutions to organizations. We provide advisory solutions. So basically, we sit in construction and development teams as consultants to ensure that operational readiness, which is the most critical objective of construction or development of properties, is embedded in the program from the onset. And then we provide energy efficiency solutions. We have, as partners of the British Energy Saving Technology, BEST UK, and also partners of other solution providers globally, we provide systems for multi-level, circuit-level metering and monitoring of your energy consumption so that you can have detailed data on how energy is being used in your facilities. We perform audits. We also register as vendors to organizations in Max-migold so that we can provide solutions, including your repairs, your maintenance, your surveys for your clients, and any kind of report or any kind of solution you require in facility management. Okay, I'll recommend that those who have issues, if you have friends who are trying to join and have issues joining this class, that you should try and respond to them through the Telegram group so that we don't clutter this class with all of those questions that will be coming in here and there, okay? All right, so I'm going into facility management principles, FM Foundation principles into this class. I'm going to start with definition. What is facility management? We hear about facility management nowadays a little bit more because more people are getting more aware of what facility management is. We used to have people build and then try to just get some people from the construction team to sit back and help you manage the facilities, right? But facility management has a body of knowledge. So from the introduction, we're going to talk about the elements of facility management. We're going to look at the body of knowledge of facility management. We're going to look at the competencies that you need to have as a facility manager. And then we're going to look at certain principles for operational excellence. We call them strategies for operational excellence in facility management. Those are the content we're going to be covering into this class. And I'll just say, sit tight, have your notepad ready with you so you can take notes of what we are teaching, and also questions that you might want to have. We'll compile those questions at the end of the session. We'll ask that you load those questions up in the Telegram group. We want to create a very robust conversation in our training Telegram group. So if you are here and you're not yet in the Telegram group, you can ask that question. I'm sure someone in the Max-migold team will drop the link for you on this chat so you can join the Telegram group. We're going to have all the questions and answers and interaction move from this 90 minutes presentation into a robust conversation in Telegram. So write down your notes, write down your questions, and we're going to have that conversation deep into the night today and into tomorrow after this class. And then we're going to have tomorrow's class, and then we'll have the conversations and the questions and answers run through that platform. I'm going to do that again for next tomorrow's class, and so on and so forth. Starting with the definition of facility management. What is facility management? In one popular definition put forward by the US Congress, it is to assist in meeting the objectives of the organization by the cost-effective provision and proactive management of space and services within the law in such a way as to enable the users to operate safely, effectively, and efficiently. I'm going to be pinpointing certain key words in more of the definitions I'm going to be sharing with you. Facility management provides spaces and services. All human function exists or will perform in spaces. And the services to ensure all human functions exist is what facility management provides. So in essence, human beings will work in some spaces, will reside or live in some spaces, we worship in some spaces, we play or recreate in some spaces, and will eventually be buried or rest eventually in some spaces. All the services that make those spaces functional is what facility management provides. And that functionality is all about compliance with the law, ensure that people can operate safely, effectively, and efficiently. That is a fantastic definition. Now, IWFM, formerly BIFM, defines facility management as the practice of coordinating the physical workplace with the people and work of the organization, integrating the principles of business administration, architecture, and the behavioral and engineering sciences, right? So this looks at facility management as a workplace enabler. Facility management ensures that people who work in organizations are able to do their jobs. All right? And we use multi-disciplines, including business administration, architecture, behavioral, and engineering sciences, which means facility management accommodates people from all walks of life. And this is very significant because while this is a profession that is just taking its roots, a body of knowledge has been developed extensively that caters for people from virtually every discipline. The International Facility Management Association, IFMA, which is the oldest facility management organization in the world today and the most widely reached out organization in terms of outreach globally, defines FM as a profession that encompasses multiple disciplines to ensure functionality of the built environment by integrating people, place, process, and technology. We provide functionality for the built environment. This is still core to what we do as facility managers. In 2017, the International Standardization Organization put together a bunch of FM technocrats to synchronize and harmonize all of this definition and come up with FM defined. The ISO definition from ISO 41011 2017 defines FM as the organizational function which integrates people, place, and process within the built environment. You can get where that came from, with the purpose of improving the quality of life of people and the productivity of the core business. Now, this is the highest level of defining the why for facility management. We know that we provide integration of people, place, and process, right? So we provide the built environment. We make sure the built environment function. But why do we do it? We want to improve the quality of life of people and ensure that the business, the core business that we support, is productive. So if you understand this why, you know that your business as a facility manager is to be integrated within the core business and ensure that the people and the business are successful, not just about the building, which is a misconception. It goes beyond it. FM has evolved over the years. It used to be a technical discipline. Oh, you say, oh, are you in maintenance? Maintenance is just one of the things we do in FM. It is not the whole. It's not even the most significant job function of facility management, right? But that's how we've always been defined. And because we've always been defined in this technical line of maintenance, we can't do it poorly, all right? So we need to be good at it. But FM is a business management discipline. By the time you get into FM deeply, you realize how important it is for you to know. And I'm trying to bring this today into today's class by bringing some aspects of FM strategy so you can get a sense of how the facility manager should be thinking the business, not just seeing himself as an outsider to the business. FM used to be a reactive, operationally focused set of processes. It used to be, if it's not broken, we don't fix it. We react. Tell me your problem, I'll fix it. And the best of facility management in those days used to be those who can respond quickly, who can deal with issues as quickly as possible. Facility management is a proactive and strategic profession, which means your success, your rating should be based more on problems that did not occur, on being able to anticipate, being able to have risk management in place, being able to proactively sort situations out and plan in such a way that you don't even have problems to react to. FM is no longer seeing buildings as liabilities, but as dynamic entities and assets on the balance sheet of the organization. The buildings and the facilities we manage are now part of strategic positioning for the organization. It's no longer, oh, it's just the building. No, the building now impacts the organization's productivity, now impacts the health and well-being of the people, now impacts the perception of quality, product quality. Organizations that want to charge a premium, wants to be seen as high grade, high quality, now have to focus on the kind of environment their employees work in, the kind of environment their products are made in. So buildings are no longer seen as liabilities, but assets for helping the organizations to succeed in a strategic direction. What is the scope of facility management? Everything that is not the core business. Everything that forms what we call the support function in the organization. whether it's cleaning, support services, front desk, back office, welfare facilities, property services, all of the maintenance, grants and environmental issues, energy and damage control, catering, security services, everything that you provide to ensure that what is my organization trying to achieve as a business or as an organization? What will this organization need to support achieving of that goal? That is what your function is in facility management. So whether you are into fleet and logistics, whether you're into procurement, HR, whether you're into IT support, whether you're into maintenance, whether you're into engineering, just name it. Your job is to ensure that the core business succeeds, survives, excels, and achieves its goals, while at the same time ensuring that people who work in the business are healthy, are safe, and are productive. So the scope of FM is everywhere from shop floor, day-to-day activities, all the way to strategic activities. So you probably think, what's the FM business? FM's business. Facility manager, what's his business in how people are recruited to the organization and how people leave the organization? It is a big deal. You know what? If people can find the right environment where they will work, they will stay, they will be productive. You as a facility manager who provides that environment is supporting the organization's strategic goals achievement. And the facility manager could be into space, could be into cleaning, could be into reprographics, could be into networks, could be into quality assurance, everything from leasing and administration, so many. This is what Michel Thiriot came up with as the FM wheel, okay? And you can think about FM in multiple competencies. Just look at this IFMA FM competencies. It talks about 11 core competencies for facility management. Communication, emergency preparedness and business continuity, environmental stewardship and sustainability, finance and business, human factors, leadership and strategy, operations and maintenance, project management, quality, real estate and property management, and technology. The FM is supposed to be competent in each of these areas. And that is why, as a profession that encompasses multiple disciplines, you could have had a background in any of these areas. Your job as a facility manager is to come in and learn the entire body of knowledge that encompasses all of these competencies and become a master of all. So we talk about facility managers as jacks of all trades and masters of all. The Pro FM body of knowledge looks at FM in the areas of functional areas of performance. You perform asset management functions, including project management, strategic planning, capital planning, and construction renovation activities. You perform risk management functions, which include compliance and standards, environmental health and safety, security, emergency management. You perform business management functions, which includes human capital, human resource leadership, financial management, contract management, procurement, and real estate. All of those leases come in here. You perform operations and maintenance functions, technical services, all those maintenance tasks, occupant services, cleaning, fumigation, catering, and all of those support services provide for occupants, work management and coordination, utility management, all of those energy and air conditioning you provide, space management, moves, and the rest. You perform all of these functional areas of performance using these 5 cross-functional competencies. You will communicate across all of these tasks areas. You have to focus on sustainability across all of this. Quality in the way you perform your duties. Innovation in bringing up new ideas and aligning with new technology and ways of doing things. And then collaboration, working in teams. There's really nothing you do in FM that does not require you working with teams, okay? You work with people. You need all of these cross-functional competencies to be able to deliver in any or all of these functional areas. You might be in one functional area today and you not realize that you're in facility management. You think, oh, what I've been doing is just security, for example. Or what I've been doing is providing, running energy provision. For example, I'm managing the generators. I'm doing all of those data in that area. You don't realize that you're a facility manager. The earlier you do and come to terms with the body of knowledge of all the competencies and skills you need to provide a one-stop solution for the built environment, to make it functional for your people and for the companies you serve, the better for you. And that's why we are providing this platform. In Max-migold, we have developed a very robust training program, which we have packaged as the Facility Management Diploma, the Facility Management Mastercraft Diploma. Everyone who takes that program through a series of 30 class sessions, which runs for 3 hours, not these 90 minutes classes. They are more elaborate, they are more detailed. And when you go through that program, you become a competent facility manager, because all of these competency areas we are looking at will be covered adequately in that program. And it comes to you at a very reasonable cost, with a certificate that is recognized in the industry and recognition by employers. If you come out of that program, you become competent. You'll be able to answer questions. You'll be able to act and function as a competent facility manager. I will recommend you to look at maxmigold.com/FMMC. It's a highly recommended program. We're starting in August. Classes run Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for 3 months, and you have practical projects and an internship opportunity for those who are first-timers in facility management. Okay? Let's look at facility management, the history of FM. FM, as a provider of solutions for the built environment, has always existed, not in its present form, not in this form of with a body of knowledge. Every time humanity has lived in spaces, there have been a need to make those spaces functional. I'm getting some feedback. I will need someone who's not muted or who has 2 devices in the same room. So please mute and take out a second device. The feedback I'm getting is from a multiple device in the same room that have they have speakers and mics on. Okay, I'm hearing myself, and I need that done quickly. Thank you. When FM started, it started out of the so-called works departments of most governments and construction organizations. So when they build infrastructure, they leave a certain public works department to run the maintenance. In 1979, the FM Institute was formed and later transformed into the International Facility Management Association in 1980. The BIFM that later became the Institute of Workplace and Facility Management came about in 1993. RICS has been in existence since 1792, started as the Surveyors Club, formally obtained a charter from the British monarchy in 1868, and now runs as a global community of professionals in the built environment, from engineers to facility managers to surveyors in all fields and estate managers, right? So that's how FM has evolved over time. These organizations have given a platform for people who work in this industry to gain recognition, to become recognized as professionals, and also provide training, content, certifications, and opportunities to organizations or individuals recognized as facility managers. FM can be briefly or summarily classified into 2 categories: the hard services and the soft services. If you look at the list of examples of activities or business functions that take place in the hard services, you will find that these are functions that are built into the built environment, into the buildings. So the building fabric, the energy and water, the building management system, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, mechanical systems, electrical systems. These are systems that are built into the building. If you manage a building and the systems built into the building, you are handling this hard service aspect of facility management. The soft services aspect is also called occupant services. You are providing solutions to enable the individuals who live in the building work, feel safe, and be healthy, right? So all of those cleaning, security, catering, pest control, and the rest are soft services, and they are occupant services. There is nothing different about both of them. In fact, they work in unison, work together in a unified way to provide that one solution to make the built environment functional for those who use it. For you to function as an FM, what are the skills you need? If you look at the competencies I listed before, you'll find communication as cross-functional as the first most important competence that you need to acquire. Being able to have interpersonal relationship and relationship building ability is key to success of an FM. The FM must also be able to handle procurement and negotiation. For the FM, procurement is not really about being the one to go and buy. It's about being able to specify correctly what you are acquiring. If there is a client, a customer, a building user, management, a property owner who has shared with you the vision of the kind of ambience, the kind of services he wants provided in that facility, so that certain personnel who occupy that facility or reside in that facility can be able to achieve so and so goals or strategies for the organization. Your job as an FM is to be able to define their requirements, specify correctly what materials, what services will be required, and be able to find the right resources and the right leads to acquire those resources, and be able to measure that those resources and materials and services are meeting the needs of a client. That is customer procurement management for FM. The FM will be needing a lot of time management skills. Being able to just plan proactively on its own is a big challenge for FMs. Being able to plan proactively to reduce distractions and nuisance factors, things that crop up as failure points in your service delivery and distractions for your clients needs to be managed, right? If you are not very good at managing your time and proactively planning for things that you need to do to prevent errors, issues, and problems, you are going to be on a permanent reactive mode, not having enough time to deal with all the issues, let alone plan for the future. The FM must be a project manager. I hear people saying, I'm a project manager as a profession. Project management is not a profession. Project management is a skill. It's a skill that needs to be applied in several domains. In facility management, you need to have project management skill and competence so that you can be able to deliver on certain projects. You have renovation projects. You have projects that you have to install new equipment, for example. You need to use project management skills and competence to deliver on those projects, or else you'll be seen as a failure. Be able to research. Problems will come to you on all fronts of FMs. Be rest assured, no problem you are going to get that someone has not encountered before. Being able to research, find out how problems have been resolved, find out how people have planned and prevented problems in the past will help you as a facility manager. You must be able to write both reports, proposals, presentations, training, communication with your clients, with your management, with all stakeholders. Facility managers' ability to write and convey information will help your career a lot. For example, your customers will understand what you can provide. They would align. Your customers will be able to communicate better with you because you can respond back. Management will give you approvals for things you need to provide the resources. You'll be able to express yourself well and gain approvals. You'll be able to present information in ways that people can see you as competent. Mind you, you write today, you don't know how far your writing is going to go. That skill is key. Nothing in FM can be done on solo basis. You must be able to work with a team. So team working, team leadership, team management is the key for FM. And that ties into your leadership. You must be able to lead those that work with you under, those that work with you at the same level horizontally, and those that work with you above, your bosses, your leaders. Those you see as your management, if you are not able to lead them, you cannot succeed in your career. And that's a whole big topic. We have a whole day to treat that in the FM Mastercraft Diploma program. You must have innovative approach. Many FMs get about doing their work the same way they've always done it. They meet the same problems again and again. It just shows that you are not there yet. You must be able to make decisions on the go. The FM must be able to do analysis and make decisions based on objective analysis. Have multiple solutions to every problem so that when you now say this is the way I'm going to go, you have considered other options. The FM must be technologically focused, IT savvy. Things are not going to be the way they have always been. We worked with logbooks and paperwork orders. We've moved to spreadsheets. We've moved to software. We are now getting into more sophistication, Internet of Things. We are getting into technologies that buildings can now run themselves with little intervention from people. Smart buildings are coming up every day. You need to be able to at least appraise where you are with technology. Are we still at paper logbooks and work orders? Are we still at spreadsheet? What are we able to do with the spreadsheet? What value is spreadsheet giving to us? What are the challenges? What are the things we can get a software to optimize for us? You must be looking deeply and more at technology. And that's one of the things you also learn in the FM Mastercraft Diploma. The FM must have numerical know-how. We deal with numbers every day. We deal with statistics. We deal with money. We must know how to reason. Even the simple concept of life cycle cost analysis or the time value of money are huge areas the FM needs to be knowledgeable about. Sometimes you propose something and you think, oh, why is management not approving it? Why does it look as if I'm the one that thinks in that way? People are not understanding. It's because you don't know. You tell somebody to spend 2 million today to avoid spending 10 million tomorrow. It sounds good to you because it sounds like you are saving 8 million. What analysis have you done? How can this 2 million perform elsewhere to produce that 8 million for tomorrow's expenses? For example, there are so many things we do in FM that requires you to know how to play with numbers. And you must have emergency reflexes. Things will go wrong. How do you respond? You have a plan A and a plan B in place. You know how to switch from plan A to plan B when things go wrong. You must have a positive attitude. You cannot decide what kind of customers you will have. You cannot decide what kind of management you will have. You cannot decide what kind of system will be in place in the environment you work in. But you must have a positive attitude. You must not say this system is whack and I cannot deal with it. You must be able to improve it and you must be able to make a positive impact in your environment. Let's look at some key elements of facility management. When we're looking at those definitions of facility management, we talked about integrating certain elements. One of it is people. You work with people. You manage people. You manage the people that you provide services for, which means you manage their perception. You manage their expectations. It's not just about technical skills. FM is managerial. Management is what you do, and that's why we call it facility management or facility manager. The place that you manage, the built environment, that is what the customer sees. That seems to be the main focus. That element is key in your job. You must ensure that you're not just making the place look okay, but the place must not only be functional, the place must also suit the activity and be able to enable that activity or the result that the occupants or the owners want. The FM must work with processes.